he's gonna do it one-handed and make me look like a dickhead. Look at it. Okay, so this year I want to become the first person to swim 1,000 miles around the entire coast of Iceland. But to do that, I need to bulk up. It's just basic physiology. So muscle mass is thermic, it generates heat, and body fat is insulating, it retains heat, and I need both. Which is why today I'm going to be eating 10,000 calories here in the Highlands of Scotland. Shout out James and Cal, catching up with them. This is training camp. You guys now, you've been so involved, haven't you, James? You were there for Loch Ness, Great British Swim, and now you're here for the Iceland Swim.
Yeah.
Well, boom, you're head nutritionist.
Based on what is about to happen today, I would like to issue a complete statement of deniability. I've been a consultant, but I'm not head nutritionist.
It's going to be a bit of a weird day. I want to say this is like a full day of ordinary eating, but it's not. Just because we have a swim this morning, then we've got a My Protein photo shoot. I'm actually buzzing for this. I've not caught up with the Stoltmans, Luke and Tom Stoltman. Tom, world's strongest man. Luke, you're Britain's strongest man. World's strongest brothers. It's really interesting because I feel big at the moment as I'm approaching 100 kilos, so 220 pounds. Last time I caught up with Tom, I think he was about 185 kilos. I think Luke was 175 kilos. I am childlike, svelte and petite in comparison, but if there's one thing that those guys know, it's how to bulk up. So we're gonna be catching up with them, and whatever they tell me to eat, I will do. But the whole thing today, I think it kicks off with, and this is interesting, we were talking about this with James, there's not a clean way to make up 10,000 calories, which is why my breakfast probably needs explaining. My protein whey, superfoods, because interestingly, although I'm looking after my calorie requirements, I'm also looking at my micronutrient needs as well. Sometimes people see all of the sort of the dirty food that I eat, but equally know that I am chowing down on everything that I need to recover at the same time. But then with all of that said, yes, that is a giant bowl of granola, yogurt, protein, and 2 donuts. I'm not proud of it. This is just what's happening. So I'm gonna see this off, and then we're going out for swim 1 of the day.
Swim 1, and then we're gonna see what the brunch options are in town.
Big, I'll be checking it. Oh, and then I'm weighing myself today. I don't know, it could be anywhere between 95, 98 kilos. We're gonna find out. We're gonna weigh in with the Stoltmans. Big day. This is swim number 1 of the day, and the whole goal of this training camp is calories, caffeine, and kilometers. So we're not going to set the world like my pace. Do not look at it for training tips. It's going to be lethargic, it's going to be slow, it's all zone 2. I'm rarely, if ever, anaerobic. The only reason I'll be anaerobic is if I'm running away from the giant cruise ship and James is unable to save me. Take a peek at that. Boom! Which does come out into the lot quite a lot, doesn't it, James?
That's the ferry. We should be alright with the ferry. There was a big salmon boat in earlier, a big fish farm boat sticking around. So
okay, so if you see me sprinting, it's because I'm being chased by a salmon boat or a cruise ship / ferry. But outside of that, it's all zone 2. It's very, very slow, and I'm going to be eating loads. Also as well, I mean, because we've just chowed down for breakfast, which was amazing, but this is now my dinner plate for the rest of the day. This is my kitchen table, this is my cupboard. Because I think when you're swimming for like 12 hours a day, everything just becomes intra. Because it's like you don't have sort of intra and post. Everything is intra. So what we're going to be doing today, and I've got the luxury of James with me as well, we're just going to be punching anything and everything that is sports nutrition from my protein. I always take these. I've got my greens. Are you going to be able to feed me these from the thing?
I'm going to try. It's pretty chill today. The water's looking quite good, so I'll give it a go. But
so what you're going to see is James is going to be like a cocktail maker, like Tom Cruise. What's that film?
I know the one you mean. I can't for life remember the name. But I like the Tom Cruise reference.
Right, okay,
before he got a bit weird.
Exactly. And then we've got super greens. Also, because I always talk about making sure you're hitting your calorie requirements for the day. And also as well, I know today is going to be all about kind of like battered, deep fried haggis and pizzas and stuff like that. But I do try to hit my micronutrient needs as well. I think that's really, really important. I should stress that because sometimes people think that's all I eat. That is all I eat, but I also have super greens as well. And then also as well, Hyrox, the electrofuel from my protein. This has been an absolute game changer, not only for the carbs, but the electrolytes as well. What's really interesting, I think when I'm swimming for like 12 hours, I'm punching more carbs, calories, caffeine. I'm just fatigued and I'm like, what's going on? And I think so often it's electrolytes for me and probably a lot of people. So that's the goal. Get in, swim the length of the lock.
Well, I think we're going to go around the headland and then we're going to see what the weather's doing, because the wind's meant to come in a little bit and then die off again later, so it kind of depends on what happens weather-wise. But I'm coming out with you for about half an hour, then I'm going to bail because I've got to go back and do some stuff, and then I'm going to hopefully pick you up when you come back.
This feels good. Okay, next shot is going to be me majestically cruising across the lock while James expertly makes cocktails with my protein.
Do you want a Mai Tai, margarita?
Like it's sex on the beach. Oh, that is a tropical 5 or 6.
Yeah, but I think we're topping out about 6 degrees at the moment. Icelandic.
Good. Nordic water. Highland Nordic water.
To remind people, it is the middle of March. The official Scottish term is bastard freezing.
I'm having a wee. Okay, so I think we punch electrofuel and we go early doors. Oh, it's teasing me. Yes! Is there any chance you can mix that?
Let's see what I can do.
Okay. Good luck. I'm so sorry.
It's alright, it's great.
I'm well aware I'm such a strange friend.
Yeah, definitely.
You put up with a lot.
Loads of my mates do this. Righto. Jesus. Whoa!
Oh my god.
Oh shit. Looks like I've just done a load of cocaine off the front of my kayak, I think.
Oh god.
Right, look at this, I just need a £20 note. Yeah, not that I know anything about these things.
Oh.
You might have to give it a shake.
Getting the ones on the side. That is dense.
I think it's more powder. Well, no, I mean, I tried to make it more powder, but a lot of it just ended up there. It'd be like a syrup.
That's dense. I think I need a knife and a fork for that. The float / kitchen cupboard is, I would say, 90% Energels, because it's just the most efficient. But when I get to 10 kilometers, I get that oat bake. Boom! That is going to taste so good. You know, when you were running, when you were doing like World Obstacle Racing Champs, fell running, you were saying as well, your taste buds are just like, what are you doing?
Yeah, there's a point where too much sugar, it definitely gels, especially like after 6, 7, your mouth starts feeling like a badger's arse. And you want something with a bit different, something a bit more wholesome, some sodium, some actual food.
Okay, so this, 10k. We are only 2k in, so 10k token, we get one of these.
This is a bit like, you know, MTV Cribs when they show you around their house. This is like MTV What's in Your Fridge, except Ross's fridge is a small floating orange life-saving device for a toddler or something.
That's what it feels like. To be fair, this is one of our more normal swims. Remember when we did 20k and ate a birthday cake?
I think that's pretty normal for you, to be honest. This is just standard. I don't think we've ever done a swim where it's not involved some sort of weird eating challenge.
Okay, this feels good. I want to thank you for your assistance. You've been the greatest cocktail maker in all of all.
I've got to bail and go back because I've got a meeting to get to, but Ross is going to crack on, and I think you're going around to the boat yard, which is about 5, about way from now, it's about 3k that way. We've done 2.
Gonna go there, gonna see that person in the house, wave to them, go see the ferry, essentially just do the perimeter.
Yeah, and this is just the morning swim before later's photo shoot, Stoltman's, and then we'll see where we're at.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that.
Big day.
Those boys can eat.
Big day.
Big day.
So Ross is out swimming at the moment in the loch, and this thing, which is probably about 8 stories high, has just come in and is currently trying to find somewhere to anchor. So we're just sat here hoping that Ross has seen it, because there's no way that they'll have seen him. That thing is massive. Ironically, it's called Viking. So I've just come back down to do a little bit of a check on where Ross is because of this absolute behemoth. I don't know if you can see him. If I can zoom in later digitally, he's been gone about 2.5 hours now, I think, since I left. And if you can see, he's that little black speck all the way out there, little fishing boat just doing the rounds, and some strange migrating whale.
Do I look really bad?
Yeah. Come and stand in the kelp here, I'll get a photo in a second. Yeah, you look pretty haggard.
I don't think the salt water loves my face. This was good. Oh, my feet are like ice blocks. Oh, what have I missed? How's your morning been?
Yeah, I had a 2-hour nap.
So that was, I'm classing that as a big success this morning. That was a 15k swim. Got a little bit choppy towards the end with the waves. That's 9.3 miles, if my maths is correct. It was okay. I'm not setting the world alight with my pace, but it was okay. And that's not the point. The whole point is it's training camp. It's just getting used to that mileage again. So we had breakfast. I think I punched about maybe 6 Energels and the sort of flapjacky energy bites things. So I don't know what this is. This is like brunch, isn't it? 11sies. 11sies?
Full fish and chips up at the brunch. Like 2 haggis, deep fried haggai? Haggises? What's more called haggis?
Is haggai plural for haggis?
Haggis.
Haggai.
There's a haggis and a haggis.
That is immense. So we were talking to the guys in this fish and chip shop. Interestingly, in Ullapool, every single fish and chip shop claims to be award winning. Some of them are lying, or they've all won award.
Can't all be gold.
So no, I keep saying this. This looks really weird. It looks very counterintuitive. Sometimes there's just not a pretty way to make up 10,000 calories. We are making sure we get our micronutrient needs in. Boom. Superfoods, my protein, but ultimately there comes a point when you just need deep fried haggis for brunch. That's just the reality, isn't it, James?
Let's go.
We were talking about this just because obviously I need to become Poseidon, bang for Iceland, just insulated, and got to put away some serious calories. Some of the biggest eaters that me and James know, Luke and Tom Stoltman. Tom has won 3 World's Strongest Man now. Luke's coming off Britain's Strongest Man, already won Europe's Strongest Man. And they're kind of like, are they bulking right now? They're just generally massive.
I think they just exist like black holes at all times. They're not bulking, they are bulk.
So we're gonna weigh myself. I don't know, I was 95 back in England, so I've been eating quite heavily since I've been up here. So I don't know, I might be getting up to 96, 97. No set weight, we're just gonna see how that feels and then make a decision whether we go heavier or lighter. It might be quite nice to get to 100 kg, 220 pounds. It sounds quite nice, but I'm not like wedded to that idea. I say that as I'm about to try deep fried haggis. That's amazing. That's so good. Oh my God. That tastes so naughty.
How many calories are in one of those? Probably like 800 each or something.
Oh no, it's not even, it's like a ball of haggis. Okay, we are cruising to Invergordon. Look at the sun as well. It is tropical in Scotland. This is unbelievable. I've never seen it like this. My stomach is 80% deep fried haggis, fish and chips with Energel sprinkled on. but now we're going to go and catch up with the Stoltmans, World's Strongest Brothers. I've just checked in. We've got a photo shoot. We've got a filming day with My Protein, but beforehand, they said they need to pick up some cakes as a bit of a pre-workout, and they promised me a steak sandwich as well, which sounds good. It's a strong steak sandwich, isn't it, James? You know that farm place we went to last time?
It's absolutely amazing.
Oh, so we're going to go there. So a little bit of a pre-workout, lay that on top of the deep fried haggis and energy gels, and then go film media magic. That's the goal. That's what we're doing. Probably that, another one of those, because it looks good. Yeah. You think, oh, what is it? Something with an Oreo on. Thank you.
This sounds like a slice. Look at that.
So this, you said this is pre-workout.
This is pre-workout.
This isn't even a meal. This is what you consider a snack.
It's a strongman diet, isn't it?
But
The more sweets, the better. Oh, no. Look, look at what looks like. Look, he's just munched it. It's just not even waiting. What about the Highland hospitality?
But this is the thing. If you're trying to make up 10,000 calories, it's hard to do it like cleanly, right?
So they say, yeah. This is much better.
Oh, cheesecake. Get in. So how much of this dirty food will you do?
Every meal.
No. Genuine. No.
One good, one bad.
Oh,
Meal before gym.
I don't know me, I'm joking.
No,
So,
pre-workout meal is
Right.
what we use it for. So usually have the meal we have in Dalmore, a burger and chips and then a big cake, so we can fuel ourselves up for a massive training session.
but it is relative. I think what's worth pointing out is relative. You've got that all around you. Because it's relevant to weight. Because how much do you guys weigh at the minute? Bearing in mind, you told me that you're svelte and petite compared to what you usually
170.
are. But last time we caught up, you were 190.
I was fat last time. I'm skinny now. I'm not eating enough. We're all doing ab off after, right? You just said you were fat before. I stopped eating pick mixes. So. Wait, we did a call. This blows my mind. Tom spent. You said you got 20 kilos of pick and mix, like Haribo's and all that, a month. He had like a direct debit order set up for 20 kilos of sweets a month.
That's ridiculous. I remember when I first met you guys, and in the sauna, you had like a kilo of pick and mix and a full chicken, and you were just tearing bits, and I sat there in my Speedos going, what is going on?
Protein and sugar mixed together is better for you than just eating sugar by itself. Remember that one? Says no size.
I mean, you do have 3 World's Strongest Man titles.
Exactly. How many kids I stopped eating pick and mix. I bet you I'll come last or something.
But in all seriousness, with your chosen sport, and I suppose mine with what I'm trying to do with Iceland, it becomes functional. It's functional mass, right? You have to be as big as you guys are, because mass moves mass. So without it, people look and go, oh, you get to eat cheesecakes all day, but without it, you simply wouldn't be able to compete. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, fatigue very quickly, especially eating chicken, rice, all this kind of stuff. You need, that's why it's strongman. You know, the stuff we're lifting, as you can see here, it's objects that shouldn't be lifted. So we have to get fueled by sometimes the dirty carbs, pastas, burgers, chips, cakes, and myself and Luke usually have the dirty meals before we train, so we get that extra fuel. And then even when we're in the gym, we may have a pack of sweets or a pack of or two to
or 20 kilos of pick and mix.
Exactly. But then after that, it's clean again. But yeah, it's performance, not how we look. That's what we go for. Well, the same with you, isn't it? It's all about performance. So you're not going to be eating chicken and rice in the sea. You're going to be eating fast carbs.
100%. But that's one of the biggest things that I learned from you guys. When I was up here last, it was before Loch Ness. We went for an ice swim. You were in there for like an hour plus, and you got out and you were just steaming like a bison, because like muscle mass is thermic, so it generates heat, and body fat's insulating. And I was like struggling, my lips were blue, and you guys were just chilling. Like, so ever since, that served as inspiration for this Iceland swim. If I can get like half a Stoltman, it puts me in such a better, that's a metric of mass. If I'm half a Stoltman, it puts me in such a better Stead. But are you aware of that? Like just how resilient you are in the cold? I know it's not your goal, but just how resilient you are because of how big you are.
I don't know, just like to have fun in the cold and just a test and it's, I don't know.
So it was never conscious?
No, we just did it when we first started, like filming stuff for social media together. It was good fun going swimming in lochs and we just thought that's what, I don't know, most people could do. You could just go swimming. And then the more you looked into it, yeah, I guess now you appreciate it now that we're bigger guys. Obviously we're a bit more insulated, a bit more padded. But yeah, I don't know. It was just weird. There were just a couple of idiots that like to jump in the water now and again.
I don't like jumping in the water. What makes him happy, it makes me depressed and sad. That's the reason why I'm bigger and fatter, because I can do stuff
every
like that.
morning.
I'm not doing it since I started
Don't
training.
say that, you've got fucking sponsors.
I do it every night, 50 grand. I do it every night. Every night. I do the proper version of cold for 2 minutes, hot tub for 30 minutes.
And get a load of that cream, by the way. Get a load of the cheesecake.
No, the cream.
No, why He's now fondled it. That's pretty good, right? That is pretty good. First thing, I'm looking over here. Sandbag toss.
Sandbag toss to warm up. Yeah.
Okay.
Highest wins. So we'll forget about
You've got to be handicapped. You're doing it one-handed.
Yeah,
one-handed.
Tom's what we're doing his knees.
I'll do it blindfolded.
Yeah, on your knees, one-handed.
Yeah.
Blindfolded doesn't make it.
I'll do it no hands, right? I'll do it on my neck.
I wonder if you could do it on your knees.
No.
Why?
We'll do one hand first, and if it's too easy, I'll go on my knees and do it. Right?
What
Same
is-
height as you.
Okay, loser has to ice swim, and
Yeah, that's shooting.
winner gets 5 kilos of pickle bits.
That's fine.
Let's go!
Who's weighing first?
Yeah, Ross goes first. That's probably funnier.
Alright, we'll see what we're working with. Also, when you're competing, World's Strongest Man stuff, do you worry about the weight? Do you have a target, or you just what
how
feels
we feel,
good?
how we feel.
Yeah.
I used to be scared of losing weight, but like I said, this is the lightest and probably the strongest maybe I've been. So yeah.
That's interesting.
But I've not weighed myself for a while, so let's see what.
Because I would like to get to 100 kg, 220 pounds, but I'm also not like, set on that idea.
Yeah.
So it's like get there and then see how you feel.
You're almost there.
That's the cheesecake. That's the cheesecake.
It's a highlight there.
What's that? 98. You give me that. 98. Well, that means I'm almost Stoltman.
There,
Oh, mate. 155.
Oh my god. 20 kilos of pickle.
See, 172.
172. Yeah.
Lost weight.
Fucking
You
skinny.
said you were going to do 165.
I would have been if I didn't
I
eat
was
steak.
You're flaming that on the cheesecake.
You need to eat more, man.
How?
170. Jeez.
Right, so there's a little bit of a difference in weight. Which one's the better one?
The better one.
You stitched me up. You were smiling. You stitched me up.
Wait.
Well, it says 20 on there.
That's, I think it's 17.
I'm not convinced. I think Tom's stitching me up. Okay, this is a ploy. What I think's going to happen is whatever I do, he's going to do it one-handed, which will hurt my ego.
I'm not that strong, man.
Wait, right, with World's Strongest Man, how far do you go? But you run, don't you? And then you, ping it.
For max, you can start wherever you want. So.
Is this
The closer you are to it, the easier it'll be. Keep going.
No,
You're chucking it up, not back.
and then just run out the way.
You're chucking it up, not back, so it's all good. So you want to try and make it behind you, up and above. Yeah. Just hips. You know what? It's like the log. Hump it.
Is it a deadlift or is it a kettlebell swing? It's a kettlebell swing. One-handed or two? Two. Oh, you're not giving me that. What? No, I felt I hit myself in the testicles. Wait.
Keep it happening. Seriously, keep it more up. Excuse me, I was up to your groups more.
Yeah, that was what threw me.
Don't let your wrist flop because the bag was flopping back. Try and keep it nice and tight.
Because it grazed my gooch.
You don't want it to hit the, because when you had a little warm up, the bag hit the ground. So keep it a little bit further up.
Less than the need.
And this is something I just learned this week, but you want it to be, your back to be more parallel, and you're pushing the bag back, if that makes sense. So rather than squat with it,
That's exactly what I did. Didn't
you want him to go back more, if that makes sense.
Top tip.
Just throw the thing, innit? Just throw it. Get it from A to B.
Yes! When's World's Strongest Man? Let's go! I barely made that one.
As soon as you root like that was easy.
It's amazing how much it gasses you out. Same again.
See that better in the mother.
So embarrassing. Why did you have to do that? That really hurt my ego. Are we swimming later? That was nuts.
I'll catch it for you.
Oh my god. Should I try it one-handed? Is there a technique?
No, it's just
Like this. Oh!
You're getting it.
You're going to catch it.
You've done it.
I was going to let you catch it.
You want to catch it.
I won't go as hard.
Oh, that's so good.
You want to catch it?
Yes! I'm now World's Strongest Man!
You actually did better than Tom there. Raging, look at you. You have a big brother at the state of the
Don't bend my arm.
I'm going to try and keep it extended.
Got it. That's hard. I've got a belly full of cheesecake.
Do it forward. I could do it straight away, man. It's so hard.
It's so hard. It's weird, isn't it? Like, I find I'm trying to put the power down, but if I'm bent or it just, you know when you've got it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not like stiff enough. I'm sort of.
You want it to be sort of.
Yeah.
Like, so you. Because if you're squatting down with it here, you can see your hips aren't holding up very far. It's just going past your heels. But if you push the sandbag back, then you're getting more power. And if you're pushing it back, that's what Shane was saying. You're pushing it back there, and then you're controlling it. And as you come back, it's almost like a spring kind of popping.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. I don't know if it'll. No, I'm not confident in it. It might work. Oh, jeez.
I'll try once more. Jeez, that's going to... I'm in Crocs, just let me off.
Is there a record for this in Crocs?
This.
yours looks so much more powerful. Like, you know, you load that posterior chain. Yours just, it's so smooth. Whereas I know in my head now, I was.
Sometimes, because as soon as your wrists start to go, it's floppy, and you're losing all the power from those hips, because it's more through the wrists, and you're kind of throwing
That's exactly what I did.
So
it's almost like water polo. Like it comes from the wrist. You spin. So I was almost. It's the same.
It's the same with darts, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Genuinely. My initiation into sandbag toss, I think it's fair to say, stick swimming. I think what was genuinely really interesting though is so much of it is kind of skill based. Like when you look at Tom and Luke, they're absolute savages, but also they're so slick. It's poetic watching them, whereas mine, less poetic.
It's practice. If a seal comes too close and ice, and you can just launch a seal over the boat.
That wasn't bad. It wasn't terrible.
I thought it was genuinely pretty impressive. That's high. 6 out of 10.
You reach us at a critical time during the bulk. This is it. So this is make or break, right? The goal is 100 kg. Desperate times call for desperate measures. So I basically handed everything over to Tom.
So it's just going to be beef burgers after beef burgers, mac and cheese bites, cheesy fries, dirty fries, milkshakes. He wants to be a strong man, let's do it.
No, I don't want to be a strong man. You've got this wrong. So we've got a Biscoff milkshake, but what's interesting is chatting to Tom, it feels like this is just kind of like an amuse-bouche. So it's like an aperitif. So he's doing them like shots, because we've just been told there's an Oreo one as well. James's eyes lit up. What are you saying as well?
That's fantastic.
You're a Biscoff.
Yeah, I'm a fan of that.
Bandit.
Yeah.
He's a Biscoff
Biscoff bandit as well.
Okay, so very quickly we're going to check in with my chief nutritionist. Tom, talk me through this. How many of these are we doing?
It's a great start. two or three of these. Probably going to get you to what, 98 kilograms. Perfect starting before the main course of burgers, eh? What better way to start with a milkshake?
I'm so scared. Thank you so much. Wow.
And then I've got the 2 smokehouses.
Double here.
What are you doing?
I got our cheese and bacon, eh?
And the other one?
Thank you so much. They look banging. That's so good.
Just girls, eh?
These are terrible dates.
You don't get anything.
This is what I mean.
Cheese balls and the chicken bites.
Amazing.
I slide that over. If that's
Thank you
okay.
so much.
There we go. Is that everything for you?
That's perfect.
Great.
Thank you so much.
How am I get this in my mouth?
That's not even, you've barely done any damage for a guy your size. Look, this is how you take a bite out of a burger. Watch and learn.
You got a big mouth. Holy.
This is the weirdest date I've ever seen.
Eyeballing each other over a burger.
Tom's just said that we're doing dessert.
We are doing a double choc fudge brownie. Each. No excuses. You're finishing every single mouthful.
All right, and then are we doing Oreo?
Okay, you can do it. Okay, yeah, we can do Oreo.
The good news and bad news. The bad news is we didn't make it back in time, and deep fried pizza was closed. That was bad news, wasn't it? We had our heart set on it as well.
You had your heart on it, I didn't. I think it was inedible.
Ross is leaving Scotland without ever having been to Scotland. Basically.
Oh no! We had deep fried haggis.
Deep fried haggis, you had so many deep fried things, but no deep fried pizza. Was it actually battered pizza?
Oh, that's what I was hoping for. That was the hope and the dream. But instead, do you want to introduce?
Come back.
But instead of that, that's the bad news. The good news is me, James, and Cal managed to find this.
Oh, did I ruin the setup of this shot by taking it out of its box already?
No. We can save this.
No, but you did by breaking the fourth wall and letting everyone know that we're actually filming the vlog. But let's just carry on regardless. So anyway, what's that? Oh my gosh!
Oh my god!
It's biscoff cheesecake.
As you can tell, things we've got
Things
delirious.
have deteriorated.
Send help.
We've got
Send help.
we've got delirious. We're so many calories in now. So many miles swimming.
I want to know, viewers at home, comments in the comment section. Who has custard with cheesecake?
Everybody with great taste.
I would like to know what percentage of people have great taste.
I have a question for viewers. Have you ever sipped custard? Because Ross came back and told us he's been sipping custard.
But
And I don't think
tell us.
anyone in human history has ever sipped custard.
It was like a confession, guys. I've got something to tell you.
It was a
You know
confession.
that custard that was in the fridge? I've been sipping it.
No, in my defense.
Sipping it.
My face was. Is that my impression of me?
Well, it's only like your impression of me. Go on, do your impression of me.
Oh.
I sound like a whale. Hello.
Oh, as you can see, things have descended into chaos. But it's been an amazing day. It's been an amazing training camp. I am fitter and I am fatter, mainly thanks to these two massive legends who have now. You've been MVPs on the Loch Ness swim, the GB swim.
What's MVP?
Most valuable players.
Oh, really?
Most valuable
Oh,
players.
get it? Oh, I like that.
And now you are MVPs for Iceland.
Mic drop.
Guys, if you like this
I thought
vlog,
MVP was most vegan person.
it might be.
I'll also be that.
Hit like, subscribe, and the next time on my YouTube channel you might see these two is when you come visit me in Iceland.
We'll bring a pizza crunch.
Oh, that'd be so good.
We'll manage to smuggle that through.
That would be so
Like a
good.
deep fried whale shark or something in Iceland.
Oh,
Oh, I'm not into that.
No?
MVP.
Finish and say something really profound.
Oh, you first. I need to think about
Something
this.
really profound.
Oh, I
that
know.
will enrich
It
people's
is-
lives.
It is a quote that I gave someone recently, which was that you are always stronger than you think you are, but you are never stronger than the ocean. So respect her always.
Okay.
Yes!
That's pretty good. That might be hard to
Good,
top.
don't steal that.
Oh,
If you ever quote me. Quote me.
End quote.
End quote.
Caroline Major.
No, Cal Major.
Anything, James?
You are not where you want to be, but you are where you are. Which is where you should want to be. So why don't you want to be where you are? Just be where you want to be, which is where you are.
No, it's got so
Are you
weird.
where you want to be?
It's going to be like a really short, snappy.
It's just holding the gaze of the camera. Things got weird. I'm going to swim around Iceland. It's going to be really good. Subscribe. Goodbye.
Bye.